With the reason for Jey Uso being moved to Monday Night Raw and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on and don't forget to like the video. As he was let go by WWE back in 2020 due to sexual misconduct allegations, Ligero said this about it on Developmentally Speaking. I got released in 2020 because of personal problems that I brought upon myself. It was no one else's fault or anything like that. It's something that to this day, 3 years later, I'm still completely accountable for and completely responsible for. It was personal problems that were long embedded in me psychologically that I failed to get a grip of and failed to be responsible for. In a post-in video, Chelsea Green explained why she would be missing Raw tonight, writing, "Join me for a rare Monday off. You may not be seeing me tonight on WWE, but you can get all the Champ Chels content right here. Hashtag WWE Raw. P.S. Surely Adam Pearce had something to do with this booking decision. Hashtag Justice for Chelsea." Here's the clip.
Join me for a rare Monday off. First, I wake up, as I always do, a champion. Let's go. Followed by skincare and basic hygiene because a champion always has good breath. Now we're off to the gym, but oops, is that? Oh, yep, it's my haters. Hi haters, just heading to the gym to look better than you. Keep hating. And there she is, looking better than you. Next up, we head to Walmart, but of course, in the action figure section, there are no Chelsea Greens because we are always sold out. Champion life. Oh my gosh, how did that get in here? I'm so embarrassed. Spotted some of my fans. Oh my gosh, and there's so many of them. Don't look surprised, people. The WWE Universe loves me. Next up, we are off to the post office to ship out fan mail. Oh my goodness, there's just so much. And it is R&R time, my friends. Let's go. Poof, there she is. Hey girl, work that pink bikini. Oh, yes. Splish splash. Time to watch Adam Pearce suck at his job. Good night.
It appears a star trying out for WWE was pulled from the Performance Center last week as Sean Ross Sapp revealed that WWE held tryouts last week in Orlando with several participants with wrestling experience attending the tryout. However, one announced name didn't end up getting to go. We're told that Hollywood Haley J was pulled from the WWE tryouts due to reasons related to medical paperwork per WWE and OVW sources. However, we're told that WWE is hopeful that they can get her in the future. Haley J was one of the most prominently featured talent on OVW's Netflix series, The Wrestlers. She's made several appearances on All Elite Wrestling Television in the past as well. With reports coming out that The Rock could be making an appearance at the Elimination Chamber event in Perth, Australia in February to set up a possible program for WrestleMania, Grayson Waller responded to this on X, writing, "Don't be silly and try to come to Australia, Dwayne. We want you to be healthy in April." Asked if he's interested in a feud against Roman Reigns, Bron Breakker told Stick to Wrestling, "Yeah, sure. Roman is the WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, the greatest, whatever you want to call it. Roman is fantastic, and he's all the great things that he says he is. But when I spear people, they don't get up. I try to inflict as much pain as I can on my opponents. There is a difference when you turn on the tape between me spearing someone and then when he does it cut and dry. That's not up for me to decide. I know my spear is better. There's no debate. Just turn on the tape. All my combine numbers here at the PC prove that nobody is faster than me. Nobody can jump higher or further or side to side. Anything, I am the best athlete here. There's no debate really. Turn on the tape. Mine's clearly better." Following the recent success of his videos on YouTube, former WWE star Maven is making an in-ring comeback. As Ringside News wrote, Maven is set to make his return to the wrestling ring this Friday night in Totowa, New Jersey at the Totowa PAL. This is quite an announcement because Maven doesn't get in the ring often at this stage of his career. Maven's opponent will be ISPW ring announcer Rich Reed, and they will face off in a tuxedo match. Maven has been targeting Reed for over a year, and Reed has decided he's had enough. This event marks the 25th anniversary celebration of independent superstars of professional wrestling and will take place on Friday, September 29th at the Totowa PAL in Totowa, New Jersey. Special guest appearances for the event include WWE Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter and Marty Jannetty. The main event features a battle for the ISPW heavyweight title, with Richard Holiday accompanied by Dave LaGreca defending against former ISPW heavyweight champion, the superstar Danny Morrison. During an interview with TMZ, former WWE star Mandy Rose said this about no longer being in pro wrestling. "Listen, I do miss performing, I miss the camaraderie, I miss that adrenaline rush for sure. I can't sit here and say I don't miss it. However, I'm keeping myself super busy to not really have to think about it as much, but I don't know about the future. I am a free agent now. I have mentioned across social media, which kind of got out, but if the right call comes around and I feel like making an appearance and kind of coming back to any kind of wrestling federation out there, I'm not saying it's a no, but for now, I'm pretty busy, so it's got to be the right call." On AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, Adam Cole appeared to injure his foot when he was running to the ring. He would leave the hospital that night on crutches, as Dave Meltzer added this on Wrestling Observer Radio. Adam Cole? Have you heard anything about Adam Cole? The only thing I've seen is Adam Cole and Max are scheduled against the Righteous still for the pay-per-view, and I saw Adam Cole was being billed for November 12th. I believe it's November 12th, but it's an independent show against Chris Danger, one of his friends who is having his first pro match, and Adam Cole wanted to do the match with him. They did the angle on Saturday night, but the video to set that up. So evidently he's under the belief, I guess, that he's going to be wrestling on November 12th. If not, they're billed on the show Wednesday too. I guess we'll find out, but it appears that he's not too serious. I know the night of the thing everybody was really worried, but have you heard anything? With rumors of Jade Cargill being set to make the move to WWE, advice was given to the former AEW TBS champion, as Conan said on Keeping It 100, "What's the rush? Remember when we had the divas, and most of the time since they couldn't wrestle, they just had them around the ring in Battle Royal, so you could see a lot of girls out there. These girls can wrestle now, they can go, there's no rush. I mean, she's already shown that she can handle the ball in the big time, but this is the biggest of them all. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going to NXT because everybody knows that's where Seth and Becky went through. It isn't like before where they were like, oh, they're in Florida Championship Wrestling." On the Keeping It 100 podcast, former WCW President Eric Bischoff said this about the possibility of CM Punk making a WWE comeback after his firing from AEW. "If you ask me, do you think if he'll be there in the next 3 months? No. 6 months? No. But once you go beyond 6 months, it all depends on what happens to the TV market. If the numbers are solid and continue to grow, I think it's very unlikely. But I guarantee you that if those numbers take a big dip and there's pressure on the company to do something to energize the market again, and somebody brings up Punk's name, I won't bet against that. I don't think there's any risk involved because Punk's not going to be able to pull into WWE and even remotely have an opportunity to have a repeat performance of what went on at AEW. He's got to be a relatively smart guy. I believe that. You got into WWE, it's a different world there. Not only does he show up and cuts a promo like Conan suggested, think of the backstory potential that's there as a result of the previous tenure he had. There's a story you can create, some of it based on reality, some of it made up, but still based on his time in WWE, so the backstory and creative platform there could be very good if the individual Phil Brooks is willing to perform as the character CM Punk within the parameters in WWE. I don't think he could or would pull the same kind of stunts. Explaining why Jey Uso was moved from SmackDown to Raw, Sean Ross Sapp said that around the time of SummerSlam when Fightful inquired as to whether or not there had been any plans for Roman Reigns to lose the WWE Universal Championship, several sources also pointed to other members of the Bloodline as important building blocks. Specifically, WWE and those around the Bloodline angle were confident that the angle would launch Jey Uso into single stardom, and so far so good. Fightful was told that Uso moving to WWE Raw was a part of that process and that there are long-term plans for him with the wheels already in motion. Those that we spoke to said that Uso is tentatively planned for a long-term, heavily featured role that should carry at least through the next 2 months and will be getting a lot of screen time. WWE officials were very happy with the reactions to Uso. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.